So, Fran, if these figures are right, the mining company spent $27 million and in the process saved themselves $60 billion.
Yeah,
well spent.
Pretty good return, isn't it? And, of course, they were going for the money shot. They were really hoping to get the change of government. They nearly got that too. But, no, that's true. However, I'm not completely critical of Julia Gillard and Wayne Swan for this, because this was killing Labor. It was killing Labor, and they weren't getting they couldn't get the politics of it right at all. The policy seemed to be too complicated and perhaps wrong in parts, and there was an argument over that, even people who supported it. They had to do something. Kevin Rudd could not shift. He could not. He wasn't talking to the miners. His tone was all wrong. No one could seem to explain it. You got a different explanation from the Treasurer than they did from the Prime Minister. It was killing them. Gillard went in, fixed it within a week. Yeah, she gave away too much. No doubt about it. She gave away too much.
Fixed it, though?
Glenn, the politics of this as well this week is that the bigger the mining profits, of course, the more revenue that comes to the government, and the bigger the profits, the harder it is for the coalition to argue that there should be no mining tax at all.
Exactly.
Well, Joe Hockey there, saying she gave away $60 billion. He actually wants to forego $70 billion.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, it's a bit rich for the opposition to be out there saying that. But look, in terms of the argument, I think the super profit, must reinforce the case for an increase in the tax. What's really puzzling, I think it goes to your point, Fran, is that Labor sold it so hopelessly that the Australian public aren't in favour of a tax. Now, if these numbers don't start to change some minds, I'd be surprised.
If the politicians can't turn this, Labor politicians can't now turn this around and change public opinion in support of at least the tax they've got, if not more, then they don't deserve to be drawing a salary. Yeah. And, the miners, don't forget, the miners still want more. They're still now trying to quibble over that agreement they signed with Gillard about the royalties, saying, but the royalties go up and we want subsidies to keep rising too. Well, nonsense. And Gillard
makes them look like they're
bleating.
bleating. Look, BHP is now, like its boss, the big nominal Australian, and their investment is worldwide, not just here. They can afford to boast from their Australian base to a whole range of shareholders of their returns, and they would be able to keep saying that because a large chunk of their business is overseas. So they don't really care what the Australian government does or wants. They know they've got the government on the run. This deal that is yet to be formalised was an escape route rather than an advance on the super profits tax argument. The miners know that. They know they've got the upper hand. The Gillard government, the best thing it'd do would be to settle quickly and get it out of the way.
But it's not clear. She's not cleared the decks on this. This is the point.
No, they're still...
they're still fighting over the royalties
Yes,
issue.
because they mucked it up, because they did it in a hurry. But they've got to hold the line there.
And this debate is about a tax that didn't happen versus a tax that probably won't happen.
No, I disagree. I think that what the Gillard government should be making sure they do now is absolutely hold the line on that royalties thing and stare the miners down, because I don't think the miners have got a leg to stand on at the moment with these profits.
No, but they've got another advertising campaign.
They've got another $27 million.
That's true, but the government's got a scheme in now. It's just got to get it through the Parliament, and then once a scheme is in, you can build on that. Otherwise, you've got no scheme at all.